up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day here at Heavy Cardboard. I am your host, Edward, and it's just us today. So we're taking on Leon in El Burro, as y'all can see. So El Burro is a La Granja game, which is a sequel to La Granja. If you watched our multiplayer play last week, we played it three players. And from there we go. From there, talked to Uli and figure we'd do a solo stream of it today. So it is us, and by us I mean me and y'all collectively, against Leon. Leon's the donkey. We got a little flavor here as far as Leon goes, and the story of Leon and why he's called Leon. But anyway, we'll get there in a minute. So El Burro, designed by Andreas Odendahl, or Oda, as well as Michael Keller, published by Spielworxx. Spielworxx also kindly provided us with this prototype. It's about 95% of final edition. There are a couple of pieces that are different and a couple of minor things, but this is basically what you're going to get if you get a copy of this. So big thanks to Uli and everybody for sponsoring this stream, as well as providing us with the prototype or pre-production copy, if you will. And yeah, that's it. Let's just roll into it, shall we? Hopefully y'all are ready. Leon is involved, I will say that. So we're going to take our time going through it. But yeah, let's get to it, shall we? So this is everything that you're looking at. So the board is set up just like normal in the multiplayer game. It's set up for a 2-player game. So each player has 2 donkeys, so us versus Leon. Then we have our workers, and again, my donkeys are actually from Roads and Boats, and my piece here is actually from Wendake. I just tried to get similar pieces because, honestly, I don't have the yellow pieces for that because they're chilling with Uli back in Germany, but that's okay, no big deal. We have 5 dice to be able to start out with, or I should say 5 dice in a 2-player game. Also, this is randomized. What side it is and where it ended up. So I think that's how it was. So we'll go with that. Everybody has a marker on the 0 track. On the siesta track, we have our score markers at the 0. And that's pretty much it for the main board. There is one tile, one reward tile, bonus tile on each of the spaces that is out here, because Leon doesn't actually take the tiles. So in a 2-player game, there would be 2 of all of these everywhere, except there would be one there and one there. And I randomly placed those out before the game started. We have our barrier markers. We have the difficult barrier for the shorter path. We have the easier barrier for the longer path as well out there. Then my board is set up just like it is for the multiplayer game. So I have my regular farm board and my stable board, or donkey board, however you want to call it. So I start with my milestone marker at 0, my trough marker at 1, easy enough there. I have the bonus token, which is on the 1 victory point. I have my 12 farm extension tiles. I have a random tile here for accomplishments that I can do throughout the game. I start with 1 farmer, and I start with $2 as well, 2 silver. I have my 12 donkey cards, and that's it. So that's my stuff. And then I'll draw some cards after we get started. Leon, on the other hand, Leon has a special Leon farm board, as well as a special Leon stable board, as well as 4 cards, round cards, which these were randomly chosen, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. We have the solo special cards up here. We have the main reward board up there, as well as the special tiles for Leon up there as well. He has his marker. He starts with $2. He starts with 1 farm extension, which is a field on the left side. He starts with 2 random barrows. He starts with 1 farm card on the right-hand side. And he starts with 1 good, and he starts with 2 silver. And the other good comes from whatever is there. He also has a bonus tile right here, as well as his tiles there. He starts at 1 on the trough and 0 on the milestone marker. All right, so before we go any further, let's give a little flavor, a little background on Leon, shall we? Let's do this. Try to beat Leon in the solo game of El Burro. Leon is a donkey living in the Spanish sanctuary and was sponsored by Board and Dice when releasing the Granja Deluxe Master Set. The bot in this game was already named after Leon, and as Oda was once bitten by a donkey with a mean intent to kill, others would say that the donkey only tenderly nibbled at him. In that game, Leon led a mob of more individual or malicious donkeys who managed their own farm and who you needed to beat. So that was La Granja. So we apparently, legitimately, Leon's really a sweet donkey hanging out in the Spanish sanctuary. Anyway, Leon acts via solo game round cards. Those are those right there. And a number of tiles they receive during the game. So those tiles right there, as well as these and possibly their bonus reward tiles, their roof tiles, if you will. Take care of Leon's actions by following their guidelines. The longer the game takes, the more Leon's decisions you need to apply. You win the game if you have a higher prestige than Leon after final scoring. All right. Now, there are a couple things as far as difficulty before we go into the setup of Leon that we'll talk about. There's a hot variant here. It says we suggest this hot variant if you're ready to take care of every detail for Leon. It requires some micromanagement and is really difficult to beat. It contains strategic guidelines for Leon. We're not playing with that. In addition to that, there are some solo challenges. On the back of this entire book is the solo book. So this is all for Leon. So just FYI here, okay? But there are solo challenges. There are normal challenges and insatiable donkey friends, i.e. crazy ones. But they come in 3 different varieties. The simpler, the intermediate, and the right level. And then the really crazy one there, which is the hot variant one. So let's go ahead and talk about setup for Leon here. I'm going to actually walk through the steps of how we did that. And by we, I mean me. And then that'll get you acquainted with the stuff that's out here as well. All right. So choose colors for Leon. We chose purple. I thought it looked good, and it's a good contrast to the yellow for me. All right. Set the board up for 2 players. We already took care of that. Place Leon's solo form board there. He needs room on all 4 sides. I can zoom out if I need, but the farm extensions slide in there. We got enough room on each side, and underneath, I think we're going to be okay. Or worst comes to worst, I can always just lay him out right there. He has his goods tokens as well. So he gets 1 goods token and 2 silver. Okay. Then draw farm cards. The first one is a field. Next 2 are barrows. Next one is an extension on the right-hand side. So easy enough. Then place 1 support marker. That's this guy, support marker, bonus marker, however. Leon stable board next to the farm. Now this is angled intentionally because honestly, when I zoom in on it with the PTZ, the cards that are here, there's a lot of information, and I wanted this to be crystal clear for y'all out there when I did that. So we have that trough marker at 1, milestone at 0. Then it says shuffle the 12 solo game round cards and draw 4, and those are going to be the 4 round cards. Now would be a good time to go ahead and show y'all the stable board. Now, and I'm happy to do this randomly. So you'll notice there's a lot of information, as I mentioned, on these cards here. And you'll notice down here in the bottom right is the difficulty, either easy or simpler, intermediate, and I put 1 hard in there. So there are 12 of these in theory, but I removed, I have, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have all the easy, all the simple, and 1 difficult there. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up, and these 4 are going to be the actual round cards, and this will dictate how difficult Leon is to beat. So there we go. We'll cut these there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4. And then the others are going to be auxiliary. Now these are only going to be used if need be for other deliveries. So only the icons at the top will be used on these if we need them, but so be it. So we have already now set up the difficulty. So to be clear, right here where it says set up the 12 game round cards, you're actually picking 4 of them here, and the rest are auxiliary. You could do all 4 simple, all 4 medium, all 4 ambitious, aka difficult, but I chose we'll go ahead and mix it up. It could be a mix of easy, medium, and there's 1 possible hard in there, and we won't know until we get there. All right. Then there are 3 solo transport tiles. That is this, and there is 1 more for the second half of the game. The third one is discarded back into the box. So that's what that is. Then the 6 solo farm good tiles on the spaces of the stable. That is these. You'll notice that they show up right there. So those are as such. Then it says to randomly place the farm extensions. So over here on the reward board up there, you'll notice, and we'll go ahead and the glare is a little rough on those, but it'll move. Once we get them off of there, they'll look a little bit clearer once we move them down to their board. You'll notice that those look completely different than mine. So those are randomly placed. However, the rounded roof ones go with the rounded roof, and the pointed roof ones over here go over on the pointed roof ones there, like so. All right. Then the special cards as well. So the special cards are these guys right there. There is a deck of other ones available as well. So there, and we randomly put out 3 of them to start. There's left, middle, and right. Then the solo review overview card, that's this card right here. And this is where I'm going to need y'all's help to remind myself of this. So the first time they move up, Leon moves up on the reward track, nothing happens. They'll gain a point, they'll gain 2 points, and then they'll be able to play a special card when they reach the top. All right, that's what that reminder is. Notice that is on the easy side right there. On the other side is the difficult side, but I was like, you know what, we're going to have a hard enough time here as is, so we're just going to go and play it on the easy side. There is no intermediate for that card there. All right, we are almost done now going over the setup for Leon. So it says, when it's Leon's turn to choose a starting space, I randomized, I'm going first. Sue me. So with that said, Leon gets to choose a starting space to begin with. But we don't make the decisions for Leon. So how do we do that? We have to take a look at their reward card. All right. So now we're going to go over the icons that are on the reward card. You saw me shuffle these up. That is an easy card to start with. I'm cool with that. There we go. Straighten that up. Cool. All right. You might be asking or telling yourself, wow, that's a lot of information. You're right. It is. I was like, whoa, when I first saw it. But all it is depending on what aspect of the round/game, where you are on a given thing, that's going to dictate what part of the card you need to actually look at. So you're not looking at the whole thing all the time, if that makes sense, I hope. But I'll go ahead, and so in the rule book, I went ahead and made a copy, and all the different things are laid out right here. So I'll just go over what they are. So where do you place a farm card? That's the top left stuff. Then over here is what die do you take? Okay, take the 5. And then if the 5's already been taken, where do you start at the 1 and work your way up? Or are the arrows facing the other way, starting at a 6 and working your way down? That's what that is. Hey, do you have to play a special solo card? If so, which one do you play? In this case, it would be the left card. All right. donkey or goat delivery. Okay, easy enough. And then, do you take the lead or the trail donkey for various things? In this case, you would take the trail donkey. Then, do you take the short path or the long path? Okay, easy enough there. Then, when do you do a delivery to a market barrow or a local market? This says a local market. It would be a wheelbarrow for the barrow, or a barrow. It would be a wheel there. Then, in the middle is, are you using any plus tiles? Is Leon using any plus tiles? That dictates that. Then, siesta, when we get to that part of the round. Stable scoring, down here at the bottom. The difficulty, what we already talked about. Any additional goat deliveries, and how many donkey deliveries. So that's all that information on this card. But again, you're only looking at it at a particular time. So hopefully all that makes sense and doesn't feel too overwhelming. All right. So getting back to the setup, flip that over, look at the die symbol, and do what it says. Okay, so this is die number 5. So we look up, and we're actually looking up in this part of the setup right here. So it's 1 through 4, 5 through 6 is right there. So looking at number 5, Leon moves one of their 2 donkey spaces forward on the road. All right, cool. So he is choosing that space and advances 1 donkey 2 spaces. Okay. That is now the setup for Leon. All right, so we're going to pause there. Because what if you haven't played El Burro, or you didn't watch our playthrough of El Burro, or you just haven't played the multiplayer and you're not familiar with it? How do you actually play the game? What are we trying to do? Well, hopefully, y'all are familiar with La Granja. La Granja is the prequel to this game, and this is it's kind of set in the La Granja universe. So if you're familiar with La Granja, this will feel familiar. Aspects of it will, but it's very much its own game. So the goal of the game in El Burro is, well, to score the most points between ourselves and Leon. So victory point track around the outside. Then we have a path for our burrows. We have 2 burrows that are going to come out here, and they can take divergent paths. The short path, the long path, whatnot. Have to clear the barriers to be able to advance further, and then eventually, hopefully, maybe get down here to the harbor to score some endgame points. Then we have our dice action selection mechanism, which is going to be one of the core things of the game, which is right here. We have the siesta track, which is going to help us move our burrows along, as well as score us a few points here, as well as dictate turn order. In addition to this path that our donkeys or burrows are going to be traveling, we're going to also be unlocking these markets. So these local markets, these 2 start available to both me and Leon as the game starts. But as a burrow passes, this market will become available, then this one, and eventually that one, maybe, if we make it there. Down here, we have the round tiles, which are going to be some cool little rule breaker for that given round. And we'll talk about all that here in a little bit. The boats down here are extra little bonus scoring that you can do at the end of the game. If you end up claiming one of the 5 spots, you can then choose a boat. These boats are not tied, like that boat is not tied to that spot, etc., etc. That's why they're not lined up with that. They're just kind of hanging out here, and they will take those spots if and when we reach those spots. The reward board, again, we're going to unlock certain tiles here onto our farm board. Leon gets those tiles. Trough, which is going to be potentially a little bit extra points at the end of the game, but it allows us to take bonus actions or additional actions during our turn. So anytime we see a trough symbol like that over there, that means we're going to advance our trough track 1 space. There, once we reach up here, then we're going to be able to flip our tiles to the scoring side, which whenever you activate our farm tiles, they're going to get you an additional point. And then finally, the 4th space up here will get you either some endgame scoring or allow you to play some special cards. So that's everything out there. And then we have our own board and our own stable board. But I'll talk about those more in detail here in a little bit, because honestly, I think the best thing to do now is actually talk about how we actually play the game. All right. So in the game of El Burro, the game takes place over 4 rounds. Each round is going to have 4 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4. Perform simultaneously. In the solo game, Leon doesn't have thumbs. He can't do that, so we're going to be doing that for him. So this is, hey, check out what the round tile is. Okay, cool. Then each of us will play a farm card to our tableau and then draw back to our hand size. Then we're going to get income. Pretty simple, based on the left and right sides of our player boards. Okay, easy enough. Then after that, then we are going to draft dice in turn order. So drafting dice over here in the bottom right hand part of our board, we're going to roll these dice to begin with and then draft them based on turn order. So in this case, I'm going to go first. I will draft a die. I get to do the outermost action, and then I get to do the innermost action. And you'll notice you get to do that for the first and second die. So I'll draft a die, then Leon will. I'll draft a die, then Leon will. And that will leave 1 die left out there. And whichever 1 die is left out here, we get to do the outside action, but we, however, do not get to do the inside action. Now, when I say we get to, Leon has his own set of rules for these things, and we'll cover that as we go through his stuff. But just know that in our case, we get to do various things. Move our donkeys. We get to play farm cards, get a pig, make deliveries, get resources, so on and so forth there. After we've done that, then we go into phase 3. Leon doesn't have donkey cards. We do, so we'll play donkey cards. Then we will do this in order. We will take a siesta, then do a goat delivery, then do 1 or more donkey deliveries. Then after all that's done, then we basically set up for the next round. We're going to score our milestones. We're going to score who has the highest bonus siesta marker here. And I should back up when we talk about the siesta here. We're going to be resetting turn order potentially. Scoring maybe an extra point or not. Then we're going to have to pay to replace or to remove our farm workers out there. Then get any bonus tiles and reset the siesta track. And then flip over the round tile and rotate the inner die tile 60 degrees like so. And then rinse and repeat. Do that 4 times. Then we go into final scoring. This is our final scoring. On the reward tracks, if we've made it all the way at the top of any of those, score whatever those are associated. Score adjacent markers over here on the reward board. So in other words, if I've gone up this track and this track at least that far, then I'm going to score 4 points, etc., etc. Any special farm cards that I've played, score the boats, and again, the trough track, 2 point or 1 point per every 2, and for any farmers left on my board, I'll lose a point, and then hopefully at that point, we beat Leon. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to this, okay? Hey, Oda's here. Hey, what's up, Oda? Appreciate you hanging out and making it. Give me a second, and let's highlight that Oda's here. Co-designer. There we go. All right, cool. So that is the layout of everything. All right. Now we have to start our pre-game stuff. We've already taken care of Leon's. We played his 4 random cards to his tableau, but now we need to do that, and we need to do our special pre-game stuff. And I forget the order of that. Do we get our cards first? Give me a second. I'm looking. There we go. 2 silver and a worker. We got that. Take the cards, then choose. Okay, so we get our cards first. All right, so we get 5 and 1. So here, again, I've never cheated, but I'm always worried you guys are going to think that I do. I don't, but that would be no fun for me. There we go. I get 5 of these. We'll cut. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it would be way too much, and we get one special here. It would be way too much screen real estate in the whole 9 yards to show you all these and keep these as a rolling thing. So just know that, here we go. I'm going to quickly look at these. Because there's no one here to talk to, I will make this brief, not take too much time. Take 3. Wow. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Okay, good. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh God, that's really good. That seems good. That one less so. And then our special. If you have 4 farm extensions and move your trough marker 4 spaces back, it's worth 6 points at the end of the game. Okay, cool. All right. So now that I have seen my starting cards, what we're gonna do is we have to figure out our starting bonus. Our starting bonus over here is take a pig, take 2 regular farm or harvest goods, which are the basic goods, which are olives, wheat, and grapes. Take 4 coins. We start with 2 silver coins, whatnot. Take 2 siesta, and we can't choose that because Leon already took that. Pigs are good. Coins are good. Resources are good. You know what? We will. I mean, silver is just so flexible. Nope. We're gonna go ahead and start by taking 2. No, we're taking the 4 coins. I'm sorry. We're just it's too hard to pass up. So we're taking 4 coins. So we actually have 6 here to start. So that's our bonus. Now, what we do is we're going to take a look at what the starter is over here. For the tile, if you will, for the first round. So you'll notice on the backs of these, there is a 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's 4 or 5 of each. So these were somewhat randomly put out here. Ones that I know we didn't stream in the 4-player. So there you go. Okay. So, all right. So round 1 says in phase 4, step 5. Phase 4, step 5, when you would reset the siesta track, normally you would go all the way back to the bottom. Instead, everybody just moves back 2 spaces. So we're going to stay higher on the siesta track, which is going to allow us to live up in this realm, which doesn't happen too terribly often. And there is going to be one of the barriers here that coincides with that says, if at any point you hit the 8th spot on the siesta, you then can get past this barrier. So that's going to be helpful for that. All right. So we've acknowledged what that is. Okay, good. And now we're going to play at the beginning of the game in the first round. We are going to play 4 of the 5 cards from our tableau, or from our hand to our tableau. So we are going to play 4 different places. We have to play 1 to the left side, 1 to the top, 1 to the right, 1 to the bottom. So what does that mean? So these are multi-use cards. We're going to tuck 1 over here, and it's going to become whatever. It's either going to be an olive, a wheat, or a grape, and we will immediately fill it. As soon as you play a card to your tableau, you're going to then fill it with a good. And we have a bunch of goods here, and those goods, where they are, dictate what they are. So if they're here, it's an olive. This is olive storage, this is wheat storage, this is grape storage. At any point on your turn, we can spend 2 silver to upgrade a olive and a wheat into food, which is an upgraded good. Notice the little star symbol that's right there. Also, you can take from the fields out here and upgrade those for 2 silver and turn them into those. In addition, any grapes, you can spend 3 to turn it into wine. And also over here on the other side of our board, if we have any pigs, we can spend 3 pigs to upgrade them to, it's sopressata, I believe. Hey, what's up, Schwam Clutch? Cool. All right. So we're going to have to play 1 card to our left, 1 to the top. If we play it to the top, that's going to become a market barrow, which is where we're going to be able to make deliveries. Both ourselves will make deliveries to these, and Leon potentially will make deliveries for us and will help us score points as well as move our burro along on the path over there. Then over on the right hand side, we're going to play a card over here, and this is going to help our income. All right, so there are 3 different things that could be here. This is our hand size, our maximum hand size. So we started with 6 cards in our hand. We started with 5 regular and 1 special, and I'll talk about the specials more in a little bit. But afterwards, we're going to have played 4 of them, so we're going to have 2 cards left in hand. Then we're going to draw back up to whatever our hand size is, be it 3, 4, whatever. In addition to that, universal symbol for income is the little hand, and there, get silver, maybe get some additional silver. If I chose to play this card over here, that is another pig pen, so it's room for another pig. Because when we get income, if there's a mama and papa pig, they will have a baby pig automatically. So cool. Or we just acquire a pig, we can just put it there. So obviously these spots are space limited to 1 each, whereas that is not, nor are any of those there. And then finally, the last thing that we're going to play a card to is down here. And I believe these are, in La Granja, they're called helpers. I'm going to go with that. So the helpers, these are just rule breakers that are either going to be ongoing ones, which have the little infinite symbol like that, or a once per round. In addition to that, all of them will provide you with a farm worker. We start with 1, and we're going to gain 1 more. So we have 6 cards from which to choose, and then where are we going to play them? That one's, I'm going to start out with which one I'm going to play for the helper. God, those are really good. That's really good early. Don't care about that one, don't care. No. Okay, I've decided between these 2. The big wooden bucket says move your trough marker 1 space back to take a worker, which is then going to get us any of these extra little bonuses out there. That's kind of awesome, getting a farm worker. Or if you have at least a feather pillow, if you have at least 2 workers on your farmhouse, take an additional worker. I mean, those kind of work hand in hand, right? So what I think is, I think I'm going to be able to get an additional farm worker, which then will feed another. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with it. Well, I know I'm going to get 1 extra. So I'm going to tuck that one there. I'm going to hold on to this one. So I'm not going to play this card. The special cards here that have the S on the back. Whenever you draw cards, you can draw regular farm cards, which are these, or the special farm cards there. When you do so, these are strictly in-game scoring things, and they are mostly permanent. If you tuck them into a helper, they will score you points at the end of the game. If you tuck them as a farm extension, they will score things at the end of the game. Same goes with the other side. And finally, it's a barrow that is an end-game scoring that does not require any deliveries. You just straight up can move them at any point throughout the game or freely at the end of the game to be able to score those points. But the catch here is whenever you play these special cards, they cost 1 to 4 coins, depending on first, second, third, or fourth round. I'm not going to play this right now. So these 2 cards I've decided I'm not going to play. I'm going to hold on to those. So now I have these other 3 cards, one of which has to be tucked to that side, that side, that side. So with that said, looking at this, I'm bad about getting pigs. I always think I'm going to do real well with getting pigs, so I'm not going to bother playing that one to the right. And honestly, I think I have this planned out. Yeah, I'm good with that. So we're going to go ahead and slide this one in to where we get an extra hand size as well as an extra income. I think that's a good idea. Then over here, do we want grapes or do we want wheat? So looking at this, grapes turn into wine. If we tuck that one in, then we can turn that into wine to be able to help fill that one. Or we could tuck this one. And then I don't like the idea of spending a worker up there. So you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to tuck this one into the top. We're going to tuck this one in to the left-hand side. And then we immediately get that grape there. Now, all of that was this step right here. All of that. So now we have 2 cards left in hand. We immediately draw back up to 4. Now, again, we can choose special or regular. I'm going to choose just regular at this point. That's 3. That's 4. I've now drawn back up to my hand size. Anytime you play cards to your tableau, there we go. Oh, these are tools down here, not helpers. Thank you, Oda. So anytime you play a card to your tableau, you draw back up to your full hand size. Okay? All right. Hey, Jess. All right. So that is our hand. I'll look at those later. Done. All right. So now, getting back to this. We did that. But now, you know what? I actually have a bit of a conundrum to start with. I want to make sure. So it says that's for setup, is playing those cards to his tableau, but he's going to get to play a card on his turn. Leon. Leon performs the following action to expand their farm. He plays 1 farm card at the farm. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So Leon now is going to play a card. Now, Leon doesn't keep a hand of cards. Leon's going to draw a card. And we're going to walk through the steps here. Okay. So here we go. Playing a farm card. He's going to play a farm card at his farm. So, in fact, there's a note here that says he plays an additional farm card during the first game round besides the 4 starting cards. Okay? All right. So, whenever he plays farm cards, let's go ahead and get to that. Here we go. There on his player board, this is the card that he drew. If one of the 2 slots for a market barrow is empty, they automatically fill one of those. Well, those are filled at the beginning of the game as part of setup, as is that one tucked and that one tucked. This one, notice the coloring is different. That is specifically for in-game special barrow cards, or I'm sorry, special cards for the solo game for Leon. So that will always be empty unless it's filled with a special card. But both of those are full, so not there. If all relevant slots for the market barrows are filled, Leon follows the instructions of the current game round and states where Leon plays a card. Okay, so now we need to go back to the stable board and take a look at the card. And all we're looking at is here we're in phase 1, and I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Whoa, that was aggressive. Sorry about that. There we go. So all we're looking at is that very top part of the card for phase 1 right here. It says when he plays a card to his tableau. A says, most important for Leon is the same number of farm cards to the left and right of their farm. If they have more fields than farm, fields being the left side of their board, then they play a card to the right and vice versa. Well, he has 1 on each side. So then we go down to B. Does he play to the left or to the right? That one is clearly points to the right-hand side, so therefore Leon is now going to play this side. It's pointing to the right, so he's going to play that card to the right. So this is going to increase his income. Oh, come on. Stop doing that. Get over here. Ugh. There we go. Like so. There. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Again, I'm going to make this is going to be really slow for the first round, just to be able to walk you all through it and make sure, I don't make any mistakes, or limit the mistakes that I make at least. Okay? Cool. That's it. So in the first 2 rounds, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to draw a regular one there. However, in rounds 3 and 4, he's going to try and play those cards. Those will cost silver. We'll cross that bridge for him when he gets there. Okay? All right. So with all that said, he is now done. We're done with that step. Now we move on to income. We'll go ahead and do ours first. It's pretty straightforward. But I say it's straightforward, but now we have some decisions to make. First things first, go ahead and take our 2 silver. Okay, done. Now notice we now have $8. We have 8 silver. And another thing that happens is all of your fields get filled, but unless they're already filled. Well, this is already filled. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 3 silver before I finish taking my income to go ahead and turn that into a wine. And then as part of our income step right here, and we can do this in any order, we're now, oh, hey, we need to fill that. And there we go. $3 for a bottle of wine. Hey, it's $3 Chuck. Here we go. Oda, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you can come back later. All right. So there we go. We have gotten our income. However, now, whose turn is it? That's right. Leon's turn to take his income. He takes an amount of silver as shown on his board. So he's going to take 3 silver, and his 3 silver will go up there. That is his silver storage there. And then harvest. So the left side of his board, Leon places 1 goods token on the storage space for each field at their farm. So in other words, he doesn't actually place it here. He places it there. Now, this grape, it doesn't matter that it's a grape. It could have been wheat. It could have been an olive. All of those are just generic goods for Leon. Somehow, some way, he has convinced the townspeople that, you know what? All his goods are goods. So whatever they want, that's what these are, and vice versa. Whatever they want to give him, those are just generic goods in that regard. Okay? Oh, yes, Jesus, thank you. I did forget to get a worker for when I get that tool as well. All right, cool. Thank you for that. All right. Then you'll notice this icon right down here. And what that says is gain offspring. When Leon has an empty pig stable, they cover 1 of the markings with a goods token. Leon places 1 goods token and 1 silver. And this is a permanent thing. So that will go there, and he gains a silver. He cheats. So we're just going to go ahead. There's 3 and 3. That's 6 all day. These will never leave. All right. These are not pigs for him. They simply, if he has a spot, it's going to be gain a goods token, cover 1, and he gets a goods token, and he gets a silver. That's it. Okay. That's his income. Done. So we are now done with phase 1. Now we move on to phase 2, and we do this in turn order. In turn order means we do it in that order. I said we would randomize this, so you're not supposed to know what dice are available until this moment. So we're going to go ahead, roll these dice. And obviously in a 2-player game, there can only be 2 of a number. If there are more than 2, you have to re-roll those that are too many. It is a gorgeous day outside, so I have the windows open. So apologies if it gets a little noisy out there. All right, cool. All right, so there are the available things. So what can we choose? We can choose to move 1 burrow 2 spaces. We cannot move 2 burrows 1 space each. That is 1 burrow 2 space, and get a worker. That's not terrible. We can play another farm card. That's a likely thing going to happen, as well as move one burro 2 spaces. We can get a pig, move 1 up the siesta track, as well as get a silver. This is choose any 2 and mix and match, move 1 or 2 up the siesta track, and or take basic goods and upgrade them. So in other words, a basic good meaning if we had a pig, we can upgrade it. If we had a grape, we can upgrade it for free, or mix and match with the siesta track. The ones not chosen are get 2 basic harvest goods as well as an upgraded good. Make a goat or donkey delivery as well as a community delivery, but we'll talk about those when we get there since those aren't available. All right. Well, I think, honestly, first things first, it's my turn. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and, hey, votes for women X's coming into play again. If you have at least 2 workers on your farmhouse, take an additional worker. So I don't forget to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there, I've done that. It's only once per round. Boom, done. I can't do that again this round. Done. All right. So what action do we want to do? Here's the thing. I know I'm going to be able to do this once. The question is, do I want to potentially do that twice? Or do I want to get moving and take another farm worker? I mean, I could make a case for both of those. I think the other 2 are less important since I have enough money. I don't need this one as bad. And let's go ahead and limit his actions. I think so. I think we're going to go ahead and take that 5. So we're going to claim this 5, put it on our board. We're going to get an additional worker. So from the supply, we will get a 4th worker. We are loaded up for bear on that. And then we can move one of our donkeys 2 spaces. Does not matter which one because we only have 1 choice. Now would be a good time to talk about some of these spaces. So you'll notice that some of these spaces are empty, nothing happens. And some of them, and I'll go ahead and move this down a little so y'all can see a mix and match of them. This means when your second donkey reaches that space, increase your milestone marker 1. When your first donkey reaches this, increase your trough space 1. That's it. Not when both, but when your first one moves. Okay? So easy enough. So in other words, nothing happens there, but you got to get moving. So we did, in fact, get moving. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do I care about workers? Well, these workers can activate as anytime actions any of these things on our board. Get 2 silver, get a basic harvest good, pay 2 silver, and get a pig. Get an upgrade. This is basically just like the other main action. Upgrade a good, take a siesta, 1 step, pay $2, play a card, pay $2, get a delivery in phase 3 or 4. But as it is, I'm not going to bother doing any of that quite yet, but we have the option. And that is where our first die went. All right. So now it is Leon's turn to take an action. This is called the revenue phase or phase 2. So we're going to take a look at Leon's board. We've rolled the dice. And now Leon is going to choose an action. What action? Based on the round card, which is this guy. And you know what? So I don't have to keep changing the camera. I'm just going to temporarily bring this bad boy over here so y'all can see it. And you can see all the available information pretty clearly, I think. And here we go. First things first. In phase 2, take the 5 die. The 5 die? There is no 5 die. I may have known that. So there we go. So then you'll notice that the arrow is pointing down next to the 5. Right there. So what that means is we're going to start with the lowest value and continue 1 to 6. So if we take a look at what die is available, he's going to start 1 to 6. So if there was no 1, he would go to 2. If there was no 2, he'd go to 3, so on and so forth there. Now, this is Leon does not take the revenue action of the dice supply. So what this says here, he is not going to take. So we're going to go ahead and grab a die, and then we're going to come on back to his board and show what he's going to do. All right. So his die he's taking, he's actually going to take that. So literally, just like what happened with the pig there, he gets a resource and he gets a silver. Boom, done. That's it. That's what he gets to do. And obviously, various different things here. If it were a 2, he'd play a farm card. If it were a 3, he would, if it were a 3, he would take 2 farm goods. So he would add 2 goods here. Again, these are unlimited. Notice they're giant spaces. 4, 2 siesta, move 1 burrow, 2 spaces. And again, which burrow? He would move the burrow that's further behind in that case, because it shows 2 burrows, not 1 burrow. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Soil. Appreciate it. And then finally, a 6th one, he would make a delivery there. So, and depending on what that is, we'll talk about that when we get there. Okay. And in addition to that, he's also going to get the Rondell bonus, because just like we did, he gets the inner bonus for whatever that is. All right. However, if he were to take that bonus specifically, he just gets a generic good, because all goods are the same for him. In addition to that, the community delivery, he places a goods token from the farm in their supply. He removes one and then moves forward. We'll talk about that when he does a community delivery for that. Otherwise, everything else he does normal, just like what it says. Okay? Cool. All right. So easy enough. So he took a 1, so he gets a siesta, and he gets another silver. So he moves up the siesta track, and he gets another silver. We're going to turn in the new one and 2 others for a 3. He now has $8 to his name. But I don't know if he can spend it because he doesn't have thumbs. He only has hooves. Hooves? Hooves. Hooves. I guess that behooves him. No, that was bad. I know. Don't judge. Thought it was funny in my head, though. All right, so are y'all following along so far? I know we're going slow, but there is a lot going on in this, and I want to make sure, A, I'm doing it right, and B, that y'all are able to follow along on this. So next, we know that he's going to take a 2 die this round. So we could take a 4, but I kind of want to do both of those things. I think that's kind of a great combo for us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 2, which means we get to play a farm card and move a donkey 2 spots. And unlike Leon, we actually get to choose which of our donkeys we want to move. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of cheat a little bit there. So we could move the back donkey 1, 2. We would get a milestone. Or, and I think this is the better idea, is we're going to move this donkey 1, 2. By doing so, we get a trough, and we've now unlocked this local market for us. So we now have access to 3 local markets. That one, and that one. I like that idea. And we get a trough. Done there. A moment, a little sweet tea. Appreciate you chiming in, Michael. Thank you. All right, so we have done that. Now we get to play a card. So let me take a look at the cards we got. I still don't think I want to play a special yet. Move your trough marker back 1 space to take a worker. All of a sudden, that card we saved because I really like that idea, we have workers coming out our ears at this point. So I don't know if I want to play that down below. Fulfill a general or personal achievement. So that is these, the personal achievements, and the general achievements are the 2 impediments to be able to go past those. So those. Pay a silver to lower the value of the achievement by 1, but not down to 0. I don't think I need to worry about that. Cookery. Change the value of the die plus or minus 2, or discard a harvest good to take any Rondell bonus. Oh, that's tasty. We can do that once per turn, which if we do this, unfortunately, we can't use it this turn. Okay. So I don't think I necessarily want to do that. So instead, the question is, do we play it as a farm card, extra income? We have no pig options. It would be extra income, which again, that would be good for future turn. And we would draw 2 cards instead of 1 because we increase our hand size. We could play another market barrow. Honestly, I think resources are a good thing early. And yeah, why not? So we'll go ahead. Man, that would give me an upgraded for 3 of the 4 turns. Is that worth it? Or a little... You know what? No. We are going to take that as our tool, cookery. So we immediately get another worker. So we don't, because God knows that's what we need. Yeah, that's fine. And then as a anytime action, or really it's only during phase 2, it shows right there. We can change the value of a die we took plus or minus 2, or discard a harvest good, meaning any basic good, and take any rondelle bonus, which is any of those bonuses on the inside. That's too hard to pass up. So there's 3. We're going to draw a regular card. That's 4. Cool. That'll work. So that was our second die. He's going to take a die. We've already established he can't take a 5. He starts at the lowest number. He's going to take the 2. The 2 says he's going to play a farm card. So the farm card, he's going to draw the top card. And again, because he wants even numbers on both sides, they are unequal, so he will play this over there. And he will take a good. That immediately comes here, because it never comes out here onto his fields. And then, in addition to that, he gets to advance a donkey 2 spots. And again, when he does that, which donkey? The trail donkey, because it shows 2 instead of 1. Okay? So, 1, 2. And because he did that, because he reached that spot, he now gets a milestone marker. The milestone marker is over here, and that will advance 1 right there. And that's going to be pure points for him each round. Okay? All right. We've now taken 2 dice. Now we're going to but we're going to use the 3rd die here. So the 3rd die is we get to do the outside only, which is either take 2 bumps on the siesta track or upgrade a basic good. So if we want, we could buy a basic good. I don't think I want to waste the money on that. And we can do 2 of these. So we're definitely going to take 1 up the siesta track. So there's that. And then the question is, do we upgrade the grapes to wine? That's for every special card. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I'll upgrade. Will we? Yeah, done. Final answer. For Leon now, he is going to, the last die is a 4. So we take a look at his board. He's going to move up 2 on the siesta track, but he does not get the rondelle because, again, it's the 3rd die and neither of us get it. So he cheats, but he only cheats so much. So he goes up 2 on the rondelle, or on the siesta track, up to 3, done. So we are now done with phase 2. Okay? Hey, Robert. Yeah, over on Twitch, he says a few folks on Twitch, too. Looks like most watch on YouTube. We've been streaming on YouTube for the better part of 8 years, so we have a much bigger following on YouTube. But the fidelity is clearer on Twitch, and we're trying to build the Twitch, so appreciate you watching. So thanks. All right. So, moving on. Now, I have to choose donkey cards. Well, not choose, but here's how this works. We have a deck of 12 donkey cards. We're going to shuffle these up. Yeah, come on. And then we're going to draw 4 off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, we'll go ahead and lay these out. I'll show them up here. think you can see those from space. So there we go. Now, one of those 4 we need to set aside for the last round. And honestly, looking at these, I think we set aside the 1. Or do we? I'm going to put this back so I remember what everything is on that. So I'm looking at his bonus, his stable scoring number is a 3. So I think I forego that for this round. So if that's the case, I definitely want pigs early. You know what? I am going to... I have to forego one of those. Foregoing the worker. I have a ton of workers. You know what? I will actually set aside this 3. God, I hate doing that, though. Yeah, I'm going to set this one aside. So, you know what? We'll just put it there. That is for round 4. Now, I have 3 cards left. I'm going to have to play these 3 cards. 1 for the siesta track, 1 for donkey deliveries, and 1 for the stable scoring. Stable scoring in the first round is almost trivial, and I have a ton of workers. So honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and forego getting the worker. So this one is going to get tucked right there. So I do not get that bonus when we get to that phase. And I think I will go ahead and do that. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. In a multiplayer game, these would go out here face down, but obviously Leon doesn't have eyes. He can't see us right now, so we don't need to worry about it. I'll cover this here momentarily. So now, perform in turn order. We're going to do the siesta track and then determine turn order. All right. So we're going to take a look over here at the siesta track. And right now, I'll go ahead and kind of zoom that out a little so we can see that. Okay. Bring that over there. So we have the siesta track here. Currently, we're going to do step 2. So phase 3, step 2 is the siesta. We have no bonus tile on this yet. This says I get whatever the bonus is. So, hey, I get a pig. So I'm going to take that, put it down here. We got us a pig. Then we can take 2 on the siesta. So we're going to move 1, 2. In addition to that, we may spend 1 trough to put out a plus marker. The plus marker means we get a +1 to whatever that is. That is for 1 trough. If we spend 2 additional trough for a total of 3 trough, we then can make that a +2, which means we would get 4 for the siesta or donkey deliveries later on. As it is, one of the things that I need over here on my player board right here is I need a 4 trough to be able to get an extra worker. So my question is, I'm asking myself right now is, do I want to go ahead and spend any of my trough to get an additional? And I think the answer is yes. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 trough to get a +1. So now that's going to be a total of 3 siesta movement, which goes there. So I'm done now on siesta moving, but now 2 other things have to happen. I get to move a donkey 2 spaces. In addition to that, I'm going to score whatever that is. Hey, we're on the board. We get to score a point. Boom, there's 1. Now the donkey movement, we have a choice. We can move this donkey 1, 2 to be able to get a milestone, which is going to be a point. Whatever. We could go 1, 2, which would give us another trough, the trough that we just spent. That's not terrible, and continue that one moving along. I think that's kind of tasty. Or we can move our trail donkey back here to get him moving, and then we would get a milestone there. And honestly, I think we kind of want to beat feet to try and get these quicker. So I think we're going to go 1, 2, and again, it must be 1 donkey 2 spaces, so that's going to be a trough, and we're going to go ahead and recoup that trough that we just spent. Done. So now this card is out of the game permanently. We can get rid of that. And that is our 3-2. But now Leon has to do that over on his board. So a moment while we get to that page in the rule book. Again, I want to make sure that I'm getting all this right. All right, so the transport phase says Leon does not play donkey cards. Okay. Then Leon performs the following steps. He has a siesta, as stated in the number on the siesta box on his board. So let's take a look again on his stable board. He is going to move 1 on the siesta track. That is the siesta. So that's effectively like what the cards he played. So he is going to move 1 there. In addition to that, the current game round card also states whether Leon uses plus tiles. So again, this is a little bit harder to see for y'all. So we're going to zoom in real tight on this. Looking right there, and you'll notice that he gets a +2 to both the siesta and the donkey deliveries. So it's as if he got 2 more on that. However, he's going to have to move to be able to do it. Now, it says he moves 2, but again, just like us, he is beholden to his trough marker. His trough marker is only at 1. So there, he only gets a 1, which means for donkey movement, there, he gets a +1. So what does that mean? Here on the siesta, he's going to get a +1 there. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, good. All right. So then, when Leon, he's going to advance his burro, right? Because, in fact, we'll go ahead and move it there. He is going to move it 2, and he's going to score a point as well, just like us. So here we go there. And which one is he going to move? He's going to move the one furthest behind. They're on the same spot. It doesn't matter. 1, 2. So that is now unlocked that market for him. In addition, he gets that trough back just like what we did. There. Done. All right. Okay, yeah. Cool. Then, oh, nope. A moment. Over here on his board, also, get it there. There we go. That says, when the current game round card displays a 1, 2, or 3 in the siesta box, it has a 1 in the siesta box. He gains the bonus as shown at what the 1 is. The 1 is, hey, he gets a farm worker. So the farm worker will then actually come over onto his main board. Take my word for it, it's there. There we go. Done. That is his siesta. All right. Now we have to figure out turn order. Turn order, pretty straightforward. Who's further? He is. So now, from this point forward for the rest of the round, he's going to be first. I'm going to be second. Notice we did not move these down, though. Not yet. Okay? All right. So, next step. Goat deliveries. And by goat deliveries, I mean 1 goat delivery. If you are familiar with La Granja, this is going to be a little bit different. So, goat deliveries. He makes 1 goat delivery. All right. A moment. Just making sure for his bonuses. That's for donkeys. We're good there. All right. There it is. All right. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Here we go. If Leon, so he's going, that's for Donkey. Sorry, hold on. Let me get to goat deliveries for him. There we go. Here we go. When Leon makes their first goat delivery of the game, they follow these steps in order. And actually, we need to move over to that board. Sorry about that. Leon follows the instructions of the current game round card. The dice symbol determines the type, the goods type that Leon delivers. So he has 6 goods. That is die number 5. Die number 5 says he is going to attempt to do a community delivery of wine. So he puts it on the top of that. Then he makes a goat delivery to us. Goat deliveries are always to your opponent or to the community if the opponent is unavailable. So here, the game round card shows here that he's going to be delivering wine to one of the local markets, not to my barrows. So again, my barrows would be here, which would be to the wine there. But that's not where it says. It says he's going to deliver wine either here, here, or here, because he has reached those 3 those local markets. So if we take a look, it's wine specifically. There is no wine here. There is no wine there. But also, he always starts the furthest that he can reach. The furthest he can reach is right here. And hey, there is a wine delivery available to him. So he's going to go ahead and deliver that good from his player board, from his farm board. What good is it? It is a good, regardless of what kind of good. So in this case, hey, he's delivering a wine there. When he or I deliver a good to each other via a goat, what's going to happen is you come over, you look at mine. Do I have this marker? Is it flipped over? If the answer is no, flip it over, and he scores that point. So that's 1 point for Leon there. In addition to that, what good did he deliver via goat? He delivered vino. So therefore, he is going to advance his marker up the vino track there. And when he does so, he's then going to take that tile. That tile is now going to come back to his farm board. And that is going to go on there like so. So he gained his point or his prestige. He advanced up the reward track there. Easy enough. Good there. But now, whenever Leon gains a farm tile, if he has a farm worker available, he immediately is going to place a farm worker on that and then do the things that are there. So let me take a look, make sure that I get this right. That one is here. That one says play a farm card. So it's a thatched roof, so it's the lighter color on that. So he's going to play a farm card, and he also is going to get a worker on that. Let me double check. Double checking on the farm worker. I see the slash, but I believe the first time he takes it, he gets both. So a moment. Yeah, I can't find it. I know that's the case. Yeah, if Leon has a worker, they place the worker on the farm extension and perform the top immediate effect. The worker remains on the tile till the end of the game round. If he has no worker but enough silver to be able to purchase a worker, he can do so. I know it's in there. I'm going to just trust myself that that's the case. So that is his goat delivery. Our goat delivery. Now, here, coming over onto our board, we can make a goat delivery. What do we have? We have 2 wine and we have a pig. So we can deliver anything that we have reached as well. And you know what? I think we actually deliver the exact same thing. Because we don't have any basic goods right now, although I could make that happen. I could grab one. I could purchase one for 3 silver. No, I'm not gonna. We're gonna go ahead and take one of these wine, and I will go ahead and deliver that there. That means we're going to advance up that track. We also get one of these tiles, and I will go ahead and take the play a card one onto our board. And when we do that, I'll go ahead and play a worker on there, which allows us to play a card to our tableau. And I think I want more resources. The irony is I could then be able to get a wine. I get a wine there. I could get a pig. Don't need that. Don't need that. You know what? I know I keep saying I want resources, yet I keep doing this. Oh, that's only in phase 1. Whoop. Hold on. I will actually take a regular good in hindsight. So that will be 1 wheat immediately. They're done. Yeah, we'll call that good. I'm happy with that. That is our goat delivery. So we have delivered one to him, and also we get 1 point because we made a goat delivery to him. So we score 1 point there. Now we go into donkey deliveries. And again, we are going to start out with Leon. Leon is going to get 2 goat deliveries here, but in addition, he can, just like on the siesta, he can spend his 1 trough, and he will go ahead and get another. So that's going to be a total of 3 donkey deliveries total. All right. So donkey deliveries. He delivers to an already started delivery target. What does that mean? So these are not started. This is started, however. So therefore, he is going to go after that one. He has a total of 3 deliveries. So pretty simply, he's just going to go 1 there and 1 there. That's 2 of his 3. So he has 1 left. So this, he immediately is going to score and get the bonus here. So he's going to, that's completed now, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that off as completed so I don't accidentally deliver to that. He is going to score 2 points plus the round bonus, which is, what round are we in? We're in round 1. That's going to be 3 points. That's 3 to there. Done. Then the tile. He doesn't take the tile, but he is going to be able to get a bonus for it. And in that case, straight up, move is 1, 2. And he does not get any of those bonuses because that's only when the first donkey arrives in that spot. That is 2 deliveries. But he now has to make a 3rd delivery. That 3rd delivery says when he has no current delivery target, in other words, nothing else has started, we then look at his card. And again, it's going to be a local market. So the local market, the furthest unlocked local market. Well, this one's already full, so it's going to be one of those 2. Then deliver from left to right. So I would argue, I would say this is further technically. So he's going to deliver a pig. I think. A moment. Just want to make sure that, again, getting this right, done in the right order. Okay, all that is right. Good, good. Yeah, all right, good. Feel good about that. So he has 2 goods left. He is going to deliver a pig. Done. That's his 3 deliveries. Now we come over to our stable board. He's done. Here, we get a basic good, or I'm sorry, an upgraded good of our choice. And looking at these, I think that will be some sopressata. So I will go ahead and choose that. That will go there. Done. And then I get 2 deliveries, or I could spend some money to get a third. Not money, I'm sorry, a trough. I don't know if I'm going to or not. What I think I do want to do, I don't care as much. I kind of want to do the exact same thing he just did, honestly. And I can do that relatively cheaply. So that's what we're going to do. So I have 2 deliveries. We're going to go ahead and spend 2 silver to upgrade that wheat into a food. So that is 2 silver done. And we're going to deliver that food and that sopressata and do exactly what he did, which is a food and a sopressata. So that's now complete. That's going to be 2 points there for that. And then we can just X that out like so. In addition, I immediately get the tile, which I'm going to get 2 movement, but I do not put this on my board yet. So the 2 movement, I think we go ahead and get this guy moving. So we'll go there. That'll get us 1 milestone. Boom, done. Question is, do we want 1 more delivery? I don't think it's vital right now, so I don't think we spend the trough. So we're done. That's it for that delivery. So that is all of phase 3 done. Now we go into phase 4. Milestones, we're going to score those. Pretty simple. I get a point, he gets a point. Boom, boom. But now that he has hit the 6th spot, he now qualifies for that. And for that one specifically, he gets 1 free step on a reward track. He removes the reward marker 1 space forward on the matching, whatever the topmost farm tile is on his stable board. So his stable board right there, he goes up 1 on the wine. There, yeah, purple, and he gets a trough back. Boom, done. That's what he's getting. I'm 1 space behind. I don't get the tile, or I don't get to do that as well yet. So that's that. So then, phase 2 is, you'll notice it's a little bit small, but it says in the first round, whoever has the higher stable number played scores 1 point, second place scores none. I have a 1, he has a 3, he's going to score 1 point. Done. Then Anybody that has their marker still unflipped scores a point. Otherwise, just flip them back over. Done. Done. Then can clear workers for 1 silver each. So this one, I will pay 1 silver. It does not go back. Unfortunately, it goes back to the supply. And Leon, in this phase, I want to make sure I get it. He pays a silver for every assigned worker. So there. Yeah, that's it. So he pays a silver as well. Done. If he can't, you can trade goods and so on and so forth to be able to do it. But he will lose a point at the end of the round if he still has one on there. Then, okay, he's done. So now we go into 5. So I get to place that tile that I just got onto my board. So we flip it over, and this goes through a very specific spot, which in my this tile's space is on the stable board. Stable board now, every time I'm going to get 1 bump on from a donkey on the siesta track every single time. Okay? Then we're going to reset the siesta track all the way down to 0. Normally, however, this tile says we only drop 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That tile is done. We flip it over. And then last but not least, we rotate like so. Sorry, we rotated that like that. Boom, done. Then we go back, phase 1, round 2. The tile here says you get to play an extra farm card during phase 1, step 2. Okay, easy enough. Hey, that's now. Get to play 2 cards. So now we get rid of, that's round 1 card. That's out of play. We're going to flip over round 2 card. So is this making sense? Are you all able to follow along all the steps? Hopefully you're enjoying it. All right. So now this is a medium level card. And when he plays farm extensions, he wants them even, and then they will default to the right-hand side. So he's going to play 2 cards. So the first card we're going to go ahead and draw. So this is going to default to the right side. So there. That's 1. And now he's going to play another. It's going to default to the left side because he wants them even. That's there. He's played his 2 cards. Our turn. We get to play 2 cards again because of the tile. And by the way, I only have 4 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. I should have 4 because when I played one, I forgot to draw. Apologies. Wow, that's good. That's an extra delivery every turn. That seems good. I will go ahead and play this. A donkey curry comb. Says, after making a donkey delivery to a local market, also make a donkey delivery to a market barrow. That seems not terrible. By the way, this resets. So that is playing 1 card. And the second card... And when I played that, I get another worker. I'm going to go ahead and play this to my tableau. There, done. Now we're going to get our income. I need to draw 2 cards. Getting our income. He's going to get 4 silver. And he's going to get 3 resources because of that. Wrong color. And for our income, we're going to get one, two. That's so tempting. No, we're not gonna. There. And we're going to get 2 silver. So there. Done. That's our income. So we got our goods, we get our income, cash, $2, done. Now we need to roll the dice. I'm so worried that I'm moving too slow for y'all. I apologize if so. All right, so we got a couple of 2s, we got a 1, we got a 3 and a 4. All right, so he is going to start now choosing his dice. So if we take a look at his card, he's going to start by taking 1 value die, and then that is the highest number working to the lowest number. But there is a 1 available, and again, that is, he's going to take a farm good and a silver. So here, a farm good and 1 more buck. That gives him 12. He is flush with cash. And as well, he also takes the bonus, which is 1 more silver and 1 up the siesta track. Done. So our choice for that getting more resources, not terrible. Being able to upgrade a couple of goods, go up the siesta track. I would like to get to 8 on the siesta track. Oh, there is one more thing I totally missed. So if you take a look at the barriers up here, the barrier here says if at any point you have 3 tools in your tableau, you can claim that. I currently have all of mine full. I will get a point for that. Getting the point will then give me a bump up any one of those tracks. And another pig wouldn't be terrible. I think getting the extra worker there. Nah, I think I want to go ahead and bump up that track, which is the pig track. It's any track of my choice. This one, we've now eclipsed that, both of us, so that just goes away. So, getting that, I get any one tile of my choice. And $4 is nice. The resources are nice. I think I want the resources. I will take that tile onto my board, and then by the way, I should have done this. If I have at least 2 workers, take another worker. So done. And I will you know what? Oh, wait, actually. That's it. All right, good, done. So choosing our resource now, or choosing our die, I should say. We have the cookery, which allows us to plus or minus a die, or we can discard any good and get any of the rondelle bonuses. Getting an upgraded good or getting 2 movement seems really, really good. That is... I'm so torn as to what to do. Hey, what's up, Raj? You know what? Plus or minus 2. Honestly, I think I like the 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the 3 to start. So it's going to be 2 goods and 2 movement by one of my donkeys. And we will, let's see, We're almost to that. We're almost to that. I'm not almost to that. I will go ahead and go 1, 2, which unlocks that market for the 2 movement. And then the 2 harvest goods, we'll go ahead and take a wheat and a olive. Done. That's our first choice. His second choice, he wants to take a 1. He can't, so he starts at the highest die. The highest die is going to be the 4. So onto his farm board, he's going to place the 4. The 4 is going to be 2 siesta for him. 1, 2. And then, let's see, that was a 4. That's a good. So he takes that as his good. He's done. Our choice, we can plus or minus 2. So we could take any of, and these do wrap, so I can basically choose anything but that one. The extra delivery is nice. The pig is nice. Plus the community delivery, I can bump that up, which would give me coins or an extra pig. Oh, there's so many choices. But you know what? I am going to go ahead and use the cookery. And I'm going to turn this 2 into a 3 and take that again. So that 3 is going to go. I'm going to choose 2 more goods. That will be, and they have to be different. So that'll be a grape and another wheat. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, good. And then we get 2 movement from any one of our donkeys. Yeah, we'll go 1, 2. That gets us nothing, but at least we're moving that one along. Done. So now, finally, the 2 die. So he takes a 2, or he doesn't take it, but the 2 is he gets to play a card. Again, to his tableau, he's even. 3 and 3. He wants to play it to the right side, so he will do so. That will go there. God, he has a lot of money. So done. Pause. Yeah, I forgot that. And he also gets 1 more resource. And there is a pig during his income. I forgot about that. My bad. All right, cool. So I get to play a card to my tableau. Now that we have a ton of stuff to our tableau, do I play another Burro? Wow. Yeah, this is too good to pass up. So for me, we're going to go ahead and replace the cookery with a harvest barrow, which is the exact inverse of the donkey curry comb. So after making a donkey delivery to a market barrow, also make a donkey delivery to a local market. And local market to a market barrow. It seems like a pretty good mix. And I get a farmer for doing that. Done. And while I'm at it at this point, I think I will go ahead and there get 2 basic goods because I'm going to need them. That'll be a grape and an olive. And I draw another card back into my hand. Looking at what we have here, we're going to need more Burro, so I'm going to go ahead and play that by doing that, and we get to draw another card into our hand. Good. I think I'm happy with that. So we should be at 4 cards. We are. Boom, done. So we're done with this. So now, donkey drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're going to set one of these aside. I think we'll set aside one of the blank 4s. And I would like to get to 8 on the siesta track. I really, really would. So that is 4, potentially 5, which puts us at 7. And then, can I figure out a way to get one more? I don't think so at this point. Really want to get to 8. I just don't see a way to make that happen. And I think we go there, and we tuck that one there. Done. All right. So now, siesta track. Starting on his side, he can spend 1 trough to get a +1. Those reset. So that will go there. So he will spend that. So he goes up 2 on the siesta track. 1, 2. He qualifies for this. That's going to be 3 points. Done. And then for our siesta, we're at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do want the donkey movement, so I will spend 1 trough. That's going to be 1 more, putting us at the 7 level. Gah. That's frustrating. He gets 3 donkey movement and 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Which means he's going to get to play another card to his tableau. He will play 1 there, which when I played that, he should have gotten another resource, and now he gets another resource, so he's swimming in resources. Done. There we go. The 3 donkey movement, it is going to be the lead donkey, so, well, it doesn't matter. And and in addition to that, you'll see that he's taking the shorter path because it's pointing at the 1 stop versus the 3 stops. So he's going 1, 2, 3, gets a trough. Done. I get 3 movement and 2 points. 2. And 3 movement. That seems good. 1, 2, 3. So I get a trough for that. And I get a milestone for that because that's my 2nd donkey. And then, by doing that, both of my donkeys, if you see, are on at least space 7. So coming over to my tableau is on at least space 6. There. I get to move 1 donkey 2 spaces. So I will go ahead and move move the lead donkey there. We get another trough. I got my 2 points. I got my movement. Done. So now turn order stays the same there. So now we each do 1 goat delivery. his goat delivery. Sorry. He checks the farm tiles on the goat area from top to bottom. So he's looking for wine. And he can. So it would be to a local market that he has reached, which there is no wine available here, but there is wine available there. So he will. So he will deliver that wine to me. He will score a point for doing so. And he advances one, which means he now flips that over. And he doesn't have a worker, so he's going to pay for a worker. A worker costs 3 silver. He'll get the worker, immediately use it, score a point, and be able to play a card for doing so. So he gets his point, he gets to play a card, and again, it's going to be to the right side. Wait, hold on. 4, 4. Yeah, right side. Done. That is his goat delivery done there. Our goat delivery. We have a ton of stuff now. Don't want to deliver the pig to him. But I think what we will deliver. We'll go ahead and deliver on his, which will be, you know what? A silver. Now, a wheat and an olive. So that'll be those two. So that'll be a wheat and an olive. That's on one space there. That means this is going to go up, which means we're going to go ahead and grab that. And we might as well use it and get 4 coins for doing it. Don't have to use it immediately, but we might as well. We also get a point for that there, and done. Cool. Now we're on to donkey deliveries. That should be discarded. His donkey deliveries is 4, but he doesn't get a +1, so he just has 4 donkey deliveries. So his donkey ones, he's going to, something that started. So that's going to be those for him. He has not started on any of his barrows. So in this case, he's going to take these 4 and he's going to complete both of those for him. So he's going to come up. That's going to be 1 and a silver, a pig, and 2 pigs. There. So he's going to pay a silver. He did. So he's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for all of that. And those will clear. So he's scoring 6 points. There. So there's 6. And then he's going to take his bonus. Y'all give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, where were we? So he got the farmer bonus up there. He also gets the other one. I need to look that one up. So let's see. That is no. No. Okay, he just gets a farmer for the left one. So there is another farmer on his board. And then over here, that one is for every completed market barrel. Sorry, that's on the wrong side. There we go. That's better. For every market barrel he has, he gets a point. He has 2 of them currently, so he's going to score 2 points. He is killing me right now. All right, so he is done with his 4 donkey deliveries. Sorry. So now we come over to mine, and hopefully we're going to be able to do some damage here. I'm hoping. So first off, we're going to go ahead and get one good. I'll call it an olive with the right to change that if I want. So I am not going to spend the 3 there. So I get 3 deliveries, but that's really going to be 6 with these 2 cards. I can only do it once each. So I guess not quite 6, but 3, 4, 5. That'll be 5 deliveries. So what do we want to do? Figure out a way to get a siesta, and there's no way for me to get a siesta, and I am displeased about this. I am unhappy. All right. So what deliveries do we want? All right. So I think we're looking, because I mean, so I have a couple of options. I could do those. I could do those. I could do those. I only have 1 pig. I probably ought to focus on the stuff that I can actually complete. So, plus the stuff that I have, I think I will go ahead and deliver a olive and a wheat there. So take my word, taking an olive and a wheat off my board, putting it there. That is 1 delivery. Then, when we do that delivery, we did a delivery to a local market. So now we get to make a delivery to a market barrow onto our board. So, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and call it a wheat. Better yet, let's make it a grape. No, let's make it a wheat. There. So that was 1 delivery done. Now our second delivery, we're going to go ahead and deliver to the market barrow. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 silver to go ahead and turn that pig into sopressata. And then delivery number 2 is going to be there. We've made a delivery to a market barrow. Now we get to deliver to a local market. That is going to be 1 grape and a silver to be able to come over here. That is delivery number 2. Now, on our board, you'll notice we just finished that one. So that's going to be 5 points. And because we completed it, we're going to get 2 donkey movement. So 5 points for the good guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we do that, we're going to be able to play a card. I'll do that in a minute. 1, 2. Yeah, that'll work. So now I get to play a card. I should have 4 in my hand. I do. And now that I've used all those this round, do I want to replace them? No. No. You know what? I have the money. Maybe that's not a terrible idea now. For 4 points, that seems pretty straightforward. I think I'll go ahead and pay $2. And I'll go ahead and play this special card to my tableau. And I can place it in any of the three, but I'm just going to go ahead and tuck it out of the way over here. And at any point, I can make those free deliveries. So that's nice. Done. Now, I still have one more regular delivery that I can do anywhere. And, oh, I don't have my pig anymore. Sad. Wilbur. You know what? I have 2 coins. Let's go ahead and make a delivery and go ahead and get this started right there. I guess. Better yet, let's roll that back just a hair. I'm going to spend the 2 silver, but instead of it being just straight up 2 silver, I'm going to go ahead, in lieu of that, pay 2 silver. Wilbur. Well, that will go there. So, hey, we now have a pig. Boom. Done. That's cool. So that's complete. So I get only 2 points for that. 2. But more importantly, I get the tile, and that gives me a farmer immediately. That feels better. I mean, it's going to be really expensive to try and remove these guys, but I have 4 farmers at least. That's something, I think. Oh, you know what? I mean, I realize all y'all are like dead silent right now, but I'm a little disappointed in all of you that you didn't point this out to me. Put a worker there, get a siesta. Told you. I was all lamenting that I don't get the extra point, but I do get to 8. What does that mean? I would argue, I think I get that before him. Let me double check that. So on the movement aspect of it, I think so. When he moves. Let me see. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I'll double back to it in a moment. Come on. Where are you? When you move. Come on, Leon. There you are. The barriers. There are no obstacles for Leon. They know their surroundings well enough to find a way around them. They simply move their donkeys forward. Still, Leon was not born yesterday. When they pass a barrier, before you fulfill its achievement, they haven't passed it. They put the good on the corresponding prestige. Aha! So, I was right. That's a 6-point swing, y'all. Back 3 for him. Up 3 for us. And now, my donkeys can go either way. Yes. However, there was a little thing that I forgot. And over here on his board, when we did the siesta, he should have taken another farm worker. So I apologize, Leon. Forgive me. And his donkey deliveries, that was a 4, and that is a 1 through 3, so he doesn't do anything there. So I only forgot that one. So, all right, not the end of the world. All right, so we are now done with our deliveries. That felt good. We'll see how well that was. But we're done. So now, milestones. I'm at 2. He's at 1. Hey, somebody's closer. All right. Then, donkey stable scoring. So this is 2 and 1, I believe. Let me double check at the end of the round. There you go. No, it's 2-0. Total donkey card below your stable with Leon's total value. All right. So my total is 3. Leon's total is 2. And 3 from last round is 5. That sounds like 2 points for him. I'm no longer closer. There we go. All right. We then flip those over and remove our workers if we A, can, or B, afford to. I have 5 workers out here and no cash. I am not. He has plenty of cash. There. Removes that. Done. Sad. But on a good note, I do get to place this bad boy, so I get a worker income here every turn. And where does that go? Right there. There we go. So, cool, but I can only use 1 next round. Like, this is not great. we are a little bit lean. We're only going to have a couple of bucks cash, so not ideal in that regard. All right, so that gets flipped. We then rotate. We are now, we also have to reset the siesta markers. Now, notice I'm on top, but I didn't do that in phase 2 because I'm an idiot and missed it. So turn order will stay as it is. So we're now in 3. 3 says, hey, one of your incomes, you get an additional of it. So like, say, I don't know, a coin in my case. That might not be terrible. All right, so that's what that is. Farm card, this is now round 3. So a couple of things are going to happen. This tile goes away in round 3. That will come out. There, that card goes away. So we're actually just going to, you know what, tuck those under because there. And now Leon is going to try and start in round 3. Oh, that's an easy card at least. Playing special cards. All right. So now, a moment while I look that up. For in round 3, he wants to start playing special cards, as I mentioned. And as long as he can afford it, and God knows he's swimming in cash, he can do so. All right, cool, easy enough. So it starts with him. He is playing 1 card to his tableau. He is not going to play these if he can help it. So therefore, instead, he's going to play a special card. Which one? The left one. It's round 3, so it's going to cost him $3. He's like, psh, no problem. So, or more like, yeah, no problem, I guess would be more appropriate. So that is the card. The hot variant we are not doing, so ignore the top stuff. And you know what? He will try and fill the market barrel first. So he is going to tuck that in up top, and that is 3 goods that he can fill at the end of the game for 4 points. So that's what he is going to do. There. We don't have to slide or anything. We just straight up refill. Now I want to make sure I'm not lying to you about where it gets played first. Fairly certain it goes there. Always the, there we go. There. Yep, market barrel first. All right, cool, good. All right, our turn. We have that one special out there. Oh, we should have drawn another card when I did that. Could be another special. Nah, not yet. All right. Pay 0 or 2 silver to move 1 or 2 of your donkeys 1 space forward. All of a sudden, I am swimming in workers, but I need pigs and I need cash. Oh, I can do that. Oh, that's really good. I am hurting for cash. So you know what? I totally forgot. As an anytime action, you can get rid of resources. You can sell them. So I can like sell that to get rid of that worker I could have done. And then I think I will sell that grape to get rid of 2 more. So I will go 1 there and 1 there. There we go. That's better. So with all that said, I think we're going to be able to afford it. I think. Famous last words. We need more pigs, but we're about to get income. You know what? We play a card. How about we play one that helps us with our income and we have room for baby pigs in a subsequent round? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Done. And now that we played that, we're going to go ahead and take a special card. And we're still at 4 cards. Boom, done. Now we get our income. Technically, he gets his income first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that, which is really 6. And another good. So it's $6 effectively for him. There. Done. we get $3. Yeah, and we'll call it good on that, I guess. Yeah, all right, fine. There and there. Done. Wah. Not nearly as exciting, but at least these clear off. And now I have at least 2 workers. I get an additional worker. That seems good. I will do that. Hi. Jess came by. Hey, y'all say hi to Jess. Poke your head in. Come on, come here.
I'm trying not to knock things over. Hi. Mwah.
All right. You guys have a good day, all right?
Yep.
We'll see you in a couple hours. All right. Where were we? We just took our income. We're good. And now we need to roll dice. Here we go. All right, a couple 2s, a 1, and a couple of 5s. All right, he chooses a die first. So on his board, thank you, Lady Orca. Appreciate that. He's looking at 4 or from the highest number down. So looking at that, there is no 4, so the highest number down, that'll be a 5. He is looking to move his lead donkey 2 spots. So that'll be 1, 2, and he's going to take 1 basic, or 1 good, I should say. And I messed that up. Nope, I didn't. We're good. That's his 5. All right, for us, if we were to get another trough, that would not be terrible. We got a ways to get another trough. It looks like we got that or the second one there. And I think I need goods. I need so much. I need pigs. You know what? Let's go ahead and take that 5 as well. So that's going to give me, I know I'm going to need a food. I don't, yeah, we'll just take a food there. Everything all right over there? Okay. So we're taking a food and we're going to move 2. And I think we will go 1, 2, and we'll get a milestone out of that. Done. All right. He's taking a die, and the highest number is going to be a 2. So he is going to make a community delivery, which means that is going to go, first off, let's play a card. He can play a special card. It's going to be the leftmost card. He can't play it to its marker barrel, so he's going to tuck it underneath. And now is, I think, a good place to go ahead and talk about that. Oh, wow. I realized I had that on. Sorry. All right, so he's going to have to pay $3 to do it. He's got the money. He can. So now we're going to tuck this. It says he gets 8 points when he reaches the harbor. And then 3 or 5. If he's even with us or behind us, he'll score 3 for moving the leading donkey the same number of or the most spaces as us, or if he's moved it further. So that's what that is. So that will tuck under, and that's 8 points if he reaches the harbor. So that is him playing a card to his tableau, and now a community delivery for a goat. Community delivery. He always delivers the farm goods shown by the topmost farm good tile, which is going to be a wine. And they place the goods token. Right. So do I have any wine? I do. So he will there place the wine there. There is no other wine that he can deliver for me. So now he is going to go up there, block off that space. By the way, every time he reached these, I should have given him points. So he's looking at 3 points, and he gets to play another special card. Forgot about that. The special card, we refill that. That will come in. That will be another $3, and he will play that there, which says 2 per special solo farm card at the farm, he gets 2 points. And then for the same number of most special solo farm cards at the farm. So if he has more than me on that. Golly. Oh. A moment. It is not to there. It is a community good, which is just that. Apologies. So now this will get flipped over because no more wine deliveries because he's already made it to the top. Okay, done. So I can no longer score the special cards at the end of the game at 2 per. So be it. All right, so our turn. A pig and a worker, or no? I think we take the 2, and that's going to be a card and a community delivery. I would like to bump up. Oh, that seems good. We're going to play a card, and I want to deliver a pig, but I don't have a pig. That is done. I did that earlier, sorry. You know what? That's free movement. I will play that there. I will draw another card for playing that. And now I can make a delivery, a community delivery. I really want it to be a pig, but unfortunately it can't be. But what it can be is an olive. The olive will then advance me up the trough. The trough puts me at 4. When I hit 4... that is 4 on the trough. That's going to get me another worker. There. Yeah, that'll work. Done. All right. So for his last action, he gets a pig. And by a pig, that is a resource and a buck for him. Which then means that one's blocked off there. And I get a pig. That'll work. That's it. All right. So last time we're going to actually look at the 4 cards here. Let's see. What do we care about? That is 6. That would put us at 7. Kind of want to get in the lead of that. So I think I will set aside... Oh, I really want the deliveries, don't we? The siesta track is less important. I think I will go there. Because of deliveries. I will go there. And I will go there. So I will play that. Done. All right, so now siesta track. So looking at his board, he is going to get 2 siesta there. A moment. That's not there, right? Okay. So 2 siesta, no extra. So there. In addition to that, that's a 2. So he's going to get 2 goat movement. 2 donkey movement with his lead donkey. So move 2. 1, 2. He can go either way. And he will get a milestone for that. Done. Oh, you know what? Nope, he's taking the longer route, isn't he? I apologize. He is not. He is going there, so he's not getting the milestone. Back that up. Done. So for us, we are getting 1 siesta bump. And you know what? I'm tired of going second. I will spend 1 more to go there. In addition, he is getting... Oh, he got that already. He did not. And that will be his lead one. So that will go there. I am done with this. So I paid that. I get 2 movement. Yeah. 1 movement and 1 movement. Mixed up however I want it there. I think we go 1, 2. That's a trough. And then I will go 1 and 1. So that's another trough and another milestone. Done. Yeah, it works. I'm happy with that. Now, if you take a look at his board, you'll notice that icon right there in step 3, which is for goat deliveries. He can do an additional goat delivery. And where is that? First time we've hit that one. Let's see. Ah, there it is. If the current game round shows these symbols, Leon can place a worker from their farmhouse back into the supply and make a second goat delivery. If he has no worker, he can make a trade. There you go. Done. Okay. But because that was siesta, we changed turn order immediately. And so we're up first on our goat delivery. And our goat delivery, now that pig one is less important for us because I just wanted to be able to get to the 4 trough. So I'm not going to spend anything super valuable on him. So let's see. Those are done. That's done. I could spend 2 silver, which that would just get me a point. It's not terribly exciting. You know what? I have a ton of farm workers. So I'm going to deliver the farm worker up there to him. There. And that will get me a bump on any one of the reward boards that I want it to be. And I think we will go ahead and we still want that because the points for playing all the cards if we get up there. And that gives us another trough bonus. So that's our donkey delivery. I'm sorry, our goat delivery. His goat delivery. He gets to do 2 of these, it looks like. So he can spend a worker, he will. So 2 goat deliveries. And he would prefer to do it to a market barrow on my board. And in this case, he wants to the good tiles from top to bottom, but he doesn't have any good tiles on his board. So now we're going to look at the card. The card is 4. It's going to be food first. So he's going to try and deliver food for each of his goat deliveries. So if you look at our board, we actually have 2. So he's going to deliver that one and that one, which is going to be 1 point for that. By the way, I also got a point for that. So 1, he gets a point for that. And he did 2 food deliveries, so he's going to go up 1, 2. So he's going to get a trough. And he gets that on the food track. He has 1 worker. He then can pay a silver to get an additional goat delivery. Done. And so a 3rd delivery. There is no food available there. There's no food available there. Not there, not there. There is food available there, so he will do so. He will deliver a food there for me. So the food will go up. He will then flip that. And he gets another worker when he did so. Done. All right. That's his goat deliveries. 74 of them. Sheesh. All right. So we get a trough. We can't go any higher than 3. Or I'm sorry, any higher than 7. So I think at this point, maybe we should go ahead and try and do extra deliveries. But because of our board over here in these, we're making extras as is. So we have 3. We'll do 1 to a market barrow there. That'll be that. That's going to be 2 points and 2 movement. The 2 movement will go 1, 2, and 2 points for yellow. That was 1 delivery. And because we delivered to a market barrow, we now can deliver out there. And I will go ahead and deliver a farmer for that one. That is number 2 delivery. No, that wasn't. That was still part of 1, wasn't it? It was, in fact, number 1. Delivery number 2 is a delivery to a local market. That will be our pig here. Our pig will come out there. That is then immediately going to score us 3 plus 3. I forgot to do that for the extra income. Shoot. That is 6 points. There. And we immediately get a donkey delivery and 1 donkey movement. So the donkey delivery will be a grape there. So that is this tile. Then, for the second half of this, I get to deliver to a market barrow for free, and that will be a wheat. That wheat will come there, and that'll be 3 points and 2 movement there. So 3 points there, and 2 movement, which, let's go ahead and bump that guy up there. Done. That's 2 deliveries. We have 1 more that we can do. And those are done. Man. I mean, I could do the 2 silver. I guess I should. But I don't. I need pigs to be able to do that one. But I'll go ahead and do the 2 silver. And deliver that there. That's all of our deliveries. I did not do any extras. So I'll figure out how to do that on the next turn. Leon, on the other hand, he would like to do 2 deliveries to his own market barrows, finally. And he will do anything that started already. Started first for him, actually. So instead of doing these, that started, so that trumps. So he will do there and there, which means he's going to get a total of 5 points. That's both of those done. And for the donkey one, yeah, he gets another donkey delivery. So now it will be, it'll go left to right. That'll be the pig there. and he gets 1 lead burro movement. They're done. That's all his deliveries. That's it. He is done. So now, milestone scoring. That is 4-1. 4-1. Then we do scoring. That is 3-1. So I have 7 total. He has 6. So I score 3. He scores 1. Then these flip back over. Pay for our workers. He will go ahead and pay for his. 2. Done. And for us, we have 2 left. I will pay for the pig to remove and leave that one there. Done. Then I get this tile onto my board, and this tile comes on up right there. And that is my 3rd tile on my board. And because of that, I get a bump on any one track. And because that's complete, I get $3 and 3 points immediately. 3 points. And a bump on any one track. Let's go ahead and move up the pig track. Which, that one, I can flip any one of these. I will flip that, so I get a point anytime I activate it. Done. By the way, we both should have gotten 1 extra income. I apologize on that. So I'm just going to give myself an extra $1 and call it good. He, on the other hand, for that, I think he just gets a silver for that. There we go. So that was my bad on that one. That rotates. We go into the 4th round. That tucks under. Last round. And that is a medium card as well. There we go. Okay. All right, so new round. Let's see. This says, I believe, when you play a card this round, or no, I'm sorry. At the end of the game before scoring, you can play a special farm scoring card for free. So yay, that's awesome. Cool. And now can play one more card. I have $4. Do I want to go ahead and put the special out there? I think I will. So this says, if you completely delivered your local market at the road space 12, which I have, it's 5 points. So what one do we get rid of? I think at this point, we just get rid of one of these. So it's just banking 5 points. That seems like a good idea. It's done its job. And now he will... Oh, should have refilled his. Sorry. He is going to play a card. It's going to be the middle card this time. Middle card says 2 per completely delivered own local market and 3 or 5 points for the same number of the most completely different delivered own or own local markets. So him versus me in that regard. That will go over here. Sorry. Stop. There we go. All right. All right, income. Make sure I don't mess this up again. That goes there, so he gets a silver and a good for that. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's the pig. Then he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it $6 there. And 4 goods. Nope. All right. Then for us, we're looking at $3. And those 3 goods. Forgot to draw a card back into hand. I will do that. We'll draw another special. Another 5 points we could do. Okay. All right. Good to know. No other income. No other. Yeah, we're good. So now we're rolling bones. All right, so it's 1 too many 2s. We'll re-roll the 2. Re-roll the 2. That's a 4. That's a 3. And that's a 6. All right. So I definitely want a pig delivery. Oh. I really need pigs and there were no pigs. That's unfortunate. I think it's too late for the sopressata deliveries. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, this is hard. Oh, by the way, these should have reset. There we go. Can I get a pig? I can for $2. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take that 6. I'm going to spend $2. A worker, that gives me a pig. Then, I'm going to go ahead and do a donkey delivery of a pig. And on his board, sadly, I can, and therefore I must. That's a pig, even though it's a any, but it's a pig. But I need to be able to do this to be able to score that. So that's worth it. So that's the pig delivery, or the goat delivery. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get a sopressata. I think it's unlikely that I'm gonna be able to do this, but we'll see how that goes. Done. That's me. His turn. Leon, he is going to choose a 5 and starting with the lowest number going up. Well, there is no 5. Lowest number is going to be that. So that's a 2. So he's going to play a special card. That's going to be the middle one. The middle one says 2 per worker. Doesn't have a whole lot of those. So that's not too terrible. And that's $3. Draw another card. And let's see, for the worker, he gets a worker. I guess that makes sense. You see what he's planning on doing here. Question is, can I get enough pigs to be able to push that track? Because that track is worth a crap ton of points. That needs to be my number one focus. That upgrades are good. No, no. All right. I think we take this 3. That's going to give me 2 basic goods. That'll be a vino, or a grape, I should say, and a wheat, I guess. And then I can make 1 community delivery. The community delivery, it just goes away for that, and that will be the sopressata. That will go there, and that allows me to place that. The key isn't the deliveries, it's the pigs. I need pigs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try. He is going to play another card to his tableau and get a worker. There. That'll be that one. This says 2 per space reached on the trough track. Not terribly scary as well. So that is there. Done. And then finally, I get a siesta or upgrade 2 goods. And I think we will upgrade 1 there, and we will upgrade 1 there. That seems good. He, on that action, on the 4 die, is 2 on the siesta track. Done. That's all the dice. And now we get all the cards that we set aside. So those 3. Coins. I'm pretty sure none of those look like pigs. What is he at? He's at 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm at 7. No matter what I choose, except for that. Actually, I only need 2 movement. I will go there. And maybe we can make this work. We'll see. There we go. All right, so we do siesta. So my siesta is going to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's worth it. So that's 3 bumps. That gives us +2. And 1 is 3 siesta. 1, 2, 3. And I get an extra siesta for that. 4. Done on that. Then I get 2 movement here. 1, 2. I'll go ahead and claim the 9 points. 2 and 7. When I do that, I can go ahead and claim a boat as well. I'm worried that I need the worker. I think I can claim that boat, so I will do that. Then I get 1 more movement for that one, so that will move there. So that was that siesta, that was that movement, that was that. I get to play a card. Oh, again, forgot to do that, so that got me a worker. I'll go ahead and pay the... Oh, I need the pig. But a pig isn't sopressata. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell I'm going to be able to do that. So I will pay the $4. Go there. That goes away. That was playing the card. On the outside, oh, I do get to play another at the end of the game, so I will do that. Done. Fini. He gets a 3 siesta, and that is a 3, and he gets 2 coins. 1, 2, 3. He's going to get 2 movement. The movement is going to be on the trail donkey, and it will be the shorter path. 1, 2. He gets a trough for that. And then we each score a point. I don't think I got mine. So there and there, done. And then he will take the lead for that. Done. So now we're on to goat delivery. He is getting a total of 2 goat deliveries, it looks like. All right. And his goat deliveries will be to the local market. I have finished. Oh, no. That'll be 4 coins. And he will get that. Ah, will he? Is that what he will do? A moment. All right. Goat tile. I'm sorry. He's looking for food, not that. Apologies. Get us $4 back. That is food. I have no food there. I have no food out there. So then he will go to 5. And then starting from the biggest lowest. So prasada delivery, I have none. And I have none. So then he will make a soprasada delivery for himself. There. He places a worker. He does a community delivery and gets a worker back. And the community delivery, topmost will be food. And his food will then lock that one up. And he gets to play another special card, which is that one. 1 per space that the rear donkey move forward. And done. I believe that's it for him. Our turn. We have 1 goat delivery. The 1 goat delivery can be cash or any of those. And I think I do wheat. I think that ship has sailed as far as pushing up any of the others, so I have no wheat. Oh, I do have a wheat. I need a wheat for me. I will do a grape for him. Grape will go there. That will get me that. But unfortunately, that pig is already covered. And we each get a point for each other's. 1 and 1. Done. And now his goat deliveries is a total of 2, looking for his own to local markets. That will be food and soprasada. None of that. So then, highest number, that'll be a pig. So both of those will be, oh no, he doesn't need pigs. He needs cash. Always delivers to an already started delivery target at the local market. So yeah, no, he hasn't started any of those, but all of these are done. He won't do that. He'll do left market barrow in the middle. So he will do a wine and he will do a wheat. And that'll be a total of 5 points and 4 movement of his trail. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 milestones and 5 points. Done and done. That was a 2. He gets 2 more movement of his trail donkey. Trail donkey will take the short path. 1, 2. That'll be 1 more milestone. And I think I owe him another 3 points for that. These come out. All right. There. Whoo! And he gets 1 more delivery, which will cost him a trough. And the local delivery, that will go there. Done. He's done. For us, we get 2 coins. We're looking at 3 deliveries. I will spend a worker there to get a point. And that'll be $4. And the $4 is immediately going to get spent for 2 deliveries here. So that's 2 of my 3, so I have 1 left for sure. That's going to be a total of 6 points. I immediately get that as well. That will be a sopressata. I still think that's a pipe dream. So that is that one. And I'm not going to get the pig one, so that is long gone. Done, 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 done. I have 1 delivery. I could theoretically be able to make more if I want. I have a wine, I have coins, and I have a wheat to finish that. I have an upgraded good, which is a wine, and I have a worker to finish that. I have 1 sopressata, but that is a goat delivery, so that's not going to help me. I have nothing left to do. I could do a goat delivery. That gives me a trough. That doesn't do me any good. I think I forego my last delivery and just call it good. Then we get milestone scoring. That's going to be 4 to 3. 4 to 3. And then I have him, let's see, 11 to 8. 11 to 8 on that for the scoring is 4 and 2. 4 and 2. We flip those back over, although that's moot. We then can clear our workers. Oh, I will place a worker there, which will give me a grape and a wheat. And I need $4. That is 2, 3, $4 to clear those 4 workers. So I don't get penalized for that. I then get to place this out, which is moot at this point. And that's it. I believe we go into final scoring. All right. That tile, make sure I get that right. After the scoring phase and immediately before final scoring, you can play a farm card, and you can play a special card for free. That will go in. per grape that you discard from one of your fields. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. It's literally wasted. Oh, no, yeah, I guess that's... I will play this over on that side there for free. Done. He gets to play one. And I believe it would be this one. Per farm extension on the farm. That's going to hurt. Okay. All right, so we go into final scoring. So his is... He only gets track connections. I get the top stuff. He gets track connections. His track connections are going to be 4 points for that. I get no track connections, however. I do get that one for every card that's played to my tableau, or to my farm, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points for that. 10 to 79. Or, yeah, 79. All right. Then, special farm cards. We'll start with him first. Game End Market Barrows. He can complete that. He does. That's 4 points. And then game end scorings, all of these he gets. All right, so let's go over all of those. 2 points per farm extension. And farm extensions, let me get the... those are the tiles on his board. He has 3 of them. So that's going to be 6 points. Same number or the most farm extensions on the farm. I have 5. He has 3. So he's only going to get the lower number. So he gets 5 points. Sorry. 2, 4, 6. And at 3 is 9. And 10 to 66. Done. That card's scored. 2 per worker. A moment. He should have paid to remove that worker. Apologies. So he has 3. For the same number of most workers, I currently have 1 worker. So he has the most there. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. That's 11 points for that card. 1 and 77. This is scary. Next. 8 points if he reached the harbor. He did not. And for moving the lead donkey the same number of most spaces. He did not equal me there. Oh, you know what? That's a moment for his scoring on that. Compares the results with yours. If they achieved exactly as much as you, they gained 3. More than you is 5. So a moment. Back him up 3. 1, 2, 3, because I had more farm extensions. So that card didn't score for him. That's cool. Next one. 2 per special farm card at the farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. He definitely has, so that's 21 points for that card. Jeez. 21. 95. That flips. 95. 2 points per completely delivered own market. Own local market, I should say. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. That's 8. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So he gets a lower number. That's 11. 11 is 206. 106, sorry. 2 per space reached on the trough track. He is at 3 and I'm at 4, so he didn't beat me. So that's going to be 6 points for that. 4, 5, 6. And finally, per space that the rear donkey moved forward, rear donkey appears to be on space 11. The rear donkey, mine is also on 11, so we tied. So that's 11 and 3 is 14. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 46. He also gets 1 point for every 2 on the trough, so that'll be 1 more point. And no striking workers. That's his final score. Provided I did everything right. That is 127. So I'm at 79. Let's see if we can do it. Yeesh. So we already scored this. Special farm cards. I don't like our chances of being able to do this. Special is if you have at least 3 farm cards on each side. I do. That is 3. That is 3. That's 5 points. If you completely delivered to your local market on space 12, I did. That's 10. And this is 1 point for every 2 income, or for every 2 cards. Oh, it's both. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 13. 13 plus deliver 2 coins for that, a wheat for that, and a wine for that. So that was 13, that's 17. 1, yeah, 13, 17, that's 1, so 16. There. Boats in a harbor. I have that boat, which is 1 upgraded good, which will be that wine, and a worker. That'll be 5 more. 101. 2 for every trough. That's another 2 points. And I have no striking workers. He kicked my butt. So that is 127 to 103. Wow. I got housed. This game is hard. I like it, but it's really, really hard. Which you want to challenge in a solo game, right? So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes. It's a lot to manage. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, supporting the show, patreon.com/HJHQ. Big thanks to Oda, Uli, Michael, everybody over at Spielworxx and designers. Appreciate it. Thanks for sponsoring the stream. Thanks, Uli. That's a wrap. Be back tomorrow with Inventions, a tag team solo, so you'll be able to compare and contrast those. And then Aegis theme tomorrow night as well. I'm Edward. Y'all have a great rest of your night, or I guess day, as it were. We'll see y'all later. Take care, everybody.